This question has always dwelled in my head by watching videos of men talking about masculinity, being masculine, being that man, pretty much like the lion, I guess you could say, or like the firm stone of a family. But it's not always what I think it is. They always say things like you need to learn to have money, cars, women, all sorts of stuff like that, but it just doesn't seem masculine to me. It doesn't seem like there's an actual ground base holder right there. It just seems like there's a man who's just lost, who has no faith, who just routing his way through life, not having a sense of what he's actually meant to do. Why is he put in this position? As we all know, every single one of us humans are put on this earth with a mission to serve Christ, to follow his commandments. And obviously, not everybody does that. People have their own beliefs, and that's all right. They have their own beliefs, go ahead. But for those who do believe, for those who do follow Christ, know that they have a mission. But it's hard to say what is masculine to those men. What is it? According to the Bible, being a masculine man isn't about dominance. It isn't about dominating. It's not about looking tough or whatever, but it's more about serving. It's more about leading that family. Are you willing to lead that family through fire, through war, through the floods? Even when everything feels like it's falling apart, are you willing to keep pushing through that fire, leading your family even when you feel broken? And I think that's a question that people struggle with because they think they're ready when they're really not. And they think marriage is a joke, but marriage is really profound. It's like I said, when you have lust, you're not ready for marriage because you're only going to view it as a lust. You're only going to view it as a joke, as a game. But it also comes to being a masculine man, according to the Bible, is when you're married, it's about also knowing, can you serve? Can you lead the family? Or are you just gonna, chicken out? Or you're just gonna back out? Or you're just gonna step back, sit on the bench, and wait for someone to lead that family? When in reality, it should be you leading that family. It should be you sticking up with your chest high, willing to lead that family. Even if it all seems to fall apart, you're still willing to lead that family with all your strength and might. Sometimes the man has to take action. Sometimes that man has to take action in the aspect of he sees something falling apart. He's the one who's willing to stand up and say, I'm willing to handle this. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to step up and take that blow first before my family comes in next. He's like the shield. He's like the shield of the family. He takes care of that family. He's the one who protects the family. He's the stronghold of that family. As we're told in Corinthians 16:13 in the Bible, men are called to be watchful, stand firm in the faith, and act courageous. But ensure all actions are rooted in love. Every action that a man takes into being masculine and trying to provide for the family has to be rooted with love. It can't be rooted with either a way of saying, dang, I have to do this, I hate it, I'm just gonna do it so they can get off my back. No, you do it in the root of love. You're doing it because you love your family. You're doing it because I chose this. I chose to fall in love with this woman and have children, have a family. And so I'm willing to do this out of love, not out of a way for others to say, okay, I did this, now you have to do this to me in return. No, not that. I did it out of love. It was a choice I made. Most of the time, we also have to understand that when you are married, when you are a father, when you are a man that's serving a family, that's leading a family, it's no longer about you. You don't matter much in the family anymore in the aspect of what you get isn't your priority. It's what you can give to your family. It's what you're willing to provide for your family. No longer about providing for yourself. There is no providing for yourself, because what you provide for your family is actually what you provide for yourself too. And so the more you provide for the family, the more you're providing for yourself. Every relationship nowadays in this year falls apart because they don't view it as a marriage of Christ. They don't view it as a marriage of love. They view it as a marriage of, well, can he do this for me? What can he do for me? When in reality, if that marriage does not have God in it, if the marriage does not have the Holy Spirit in it, then that marriage is going to go down. It's going to break, it's going to crumble, and it's going to go to waste. And they have to understand that when you are married, you must have Christ in that marriage. You must have him up here always. He's number one to come with. And as the man, you must provide for your family. It's no longer about you. Your story came to an end. It's about now providing for your family. Genesis 2:15. Men are entrusted with the responsibility to work, steward, protect, and provide for their families. It's no sense that men are meant to provide for their family. If the man is just lazy and sits back and does nothing, of course the family's gonna fall apart. Of course the family's gonna go down the drain like it never mattered. Of course it's gonna happen. But that only can be fixed if the man decides to get up and start providing. It only works if you guys follow the rules of the Bible and follow Christ. If you have God firmly in your relationship with your partner, there is no way that your family could fall apart. There is gonna be dark moments. They're not always gonna be sunshine and rainbows, but that's what makes a family loving, is it's not gonna be rainbow and sunshine, but you made a choice to go through that darkness with your family. It's not a feeling. Love is not a feeling. Love is a choice. And it's a choice that you're going to have to make someday, whether you like it or not. The truth behind masculinity, it's not about how hard you can hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit. It's like that quote in Rocky. If you're willing to get hit hard enough and you could still keep pushing through with your family, then that is true masculinity. Masculinity is walking the footsteps of Jesus. Every footstep that Jesus took was perfect. He was sinless. And that is true masculinity, is walking the steps of Jesus. And it's hard. It's easier said than done. But that is the point, is to make yourself walk in his footsteps, whether it's difficult or not. Because that's true love right there. Is when you do something and you keep failing, but you come back and you come back stronger, always, that shows how much you're willing to go for the relationship. That shows how far you're willing to go to serve in Christ, because you love Christ so much that you get back up and keep going. And you love your family so much that when you hit that blow, you get back up and you keep providing for that family without sensing that you need something in return. You do it out of love, out of a choice. And that's something this relationship nowadays does not have. Nowadays is, I give you this, you give me that. It's not like that. Love is a choice. You choose to be kind, you choose to give, and that is true love right there. It's not asking to give me something back. So next time you think about, I want to do this and that, do it out of love. Do it out of trying to be the best. Do it out of being the best. Like and subscribe, hit that follow button so I can keep making content like this for you guys. Peace.